Golden, the name that reminds me of my first years in the United States, my first and last elementary school. Hello everyone, my name is David Lee and I came from South Korea about 4 to 5 years ago and attended Golden Elementary School. When I first arrived, I was welcomed by many, including teachers and other peers, and I would like to thank them all at this moment. There are so many pleasant memories to cherish and keep forever as I move on in life, the same memories I'm willing to share with you all at this moment. First, with Mrs. Ventura, my second grade teacher and my very first teacher at Golden. She was willing to teach, kind, fun, forgiving, and welcoming. Mrs. Ventura was my start at Golden and was the only start I needed to know that Golden is truly a place where every student shines. From the apples on our apple tree, mini games with her basketball hoop, and candy every week for best behavior. Next is Mrs. Hope, my 5th grade teacher and the one who deserves to be the grammar empress of the universe. I was always learning something new in her class, whether it was math, science, grammar, or social studies. One thing I learned from Mrs. Hope that I remember and will never forget is the true use of the word dissect. Every time a student said dissect rather than the word dissect, Mrs. Hope would pretend to faint, and once the student would say the word correctly, dissect, she would act normal again. Next is Mr. Louis. He was only my teacher for a few weeks, but I acknowledge him for being my teacher at all. There was one memory that I vividly remember, and it was in 4th grade. Mr. Louis lost a bet to his class and was forced to dress up as a woman and walk around the whole entire school. I will not forget the embarrassment on his face that day. Then Mrs. McBride. She wasn't my direct homeroom teacher, but impacted a part of my 6th grade year as my math and social studies teacher. It gave me an opportunity to ponder in depth, not just in social studies or math, but in daily life as well. And finally, Mrs. Cohen. I have to say, I couldn't ask for a better teacher for my last year at Golden. Imagine all the qualities you would like in a teacher. That's Mrs. Cohen. Kind, generous, intellectual, and plain awesomeness. She taught me that awesomeness comes from being yourself, not who you try to be. But it's not just the teachers I gave a shout out about, it's everybody at Golden Elementary School that I would like to acknowledge. They gave me moral support on school grounds and even during 6th grade outdoor science camp. If I have one last advice for all of you peers, it is to keep being yourself and don't hide who you really are, because in our school, every student shines just the way you are. Thank you.